Can we cut through the noise for a second? Dealers are sitting on brand new 2025 and 2026 models. They can't move. And the scary part is why. This isn't just bad timing. This is pricing pressure, reliability anxiety, and resale value risk all colliding at once. Hey, what's going on? I'm Dave with Everyman Driver, the straight talk channel for car shoppers like you who don't want to get played at the dealership. I've been doing this since 2012. Quick favor, hit subscribe if you want more of this no fluff breakdowns on what to buy, what to avoid, car reviews on a weekly basis, and where the market is headed, because I'm keeping track of it every single day. And before you even test drive anything new or used, please check out quotes.everymandriver.com. It's my go-to tool for comparing real pricing, shopping multiple dealers in your zip code without having to overpay. All right, today we're going to do a countdown of the 10 models clogging dealer lots. And I'm not just reading a list here. I'm telling you why they are sitting and what this means for your wallet, and when one of these might still make sense if the deal is nasty enough. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Number 10, Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. This thing is sitting because it's trying to compete in one of the most brutal segments in America, compact crossovers. And it just doesn't bring enough to the fight. You've got buyers cross-shopping the RAV4, CR-V, CX-5, Forester, some heavy hitters, even used luxury. And the Eclipse Cross shows up with underwhelming power, meh, fuel economy, as people say, meh, and a vibe that feels a generation behind. Why you might regret this in 2026, resale and long-term confidence. Mitsubishi's US footprint isn't exactly expanding. If you're the type who trades in vehicles every 3 to 5 years, you probably care about demand on the back end. And this model does not have it. So the smart buyer move, if you love this price of that vehicle, fine, but compare it against a Mazda CX-5 or a Forester at the same payment. And if you do buy it, negotiate like it's a slow-moving appliance, because right now, it kind of is. At number 9 is the Buick Envision. The Envision problem is simple. It got more expensive, and buyers are not rewarding that. This is a comfortable, quiet, near luxury crossover, but once you start pushing into the low $40,000 territory, people start asking, why wouldn't I just get a Lexus NX, an Acura RDX, or a loaded mainstream SUV with better resale? Why not? Well, why you might regret this in 2026. When a vehicle's pricing jumps faster than its reputation, resale gets weird. And that's how you end up upside down. You paid premium money, but the market doesn't treat it like a premium brand. So if you're shopping Envision, cross-shop the Lexus NX, maybe a used one, an Acura RDX, CX-50 from Mazda, a CX-5 Turbo, and negotiate hard. This is a deal-only vehicle right now. At number 8, the Jeep Compass. Same price, worse everything. This one hurts because Jeep has brand power, but the Compass is priced right next to vehicles that are just objectively stronger daily drivers. At Compass money, buyers can get the CR-V, CX-5, RAV4, Forester, and those vehicles come with better reliability confidence and typically better long-term value. Why you might regret this in 2026, because you're paying Jeep pricing without getting Jeep capability. That actually justifies the compromises. And if incentives pop up, that can also hammer resale. So if you want a Jeep, either step up to something that fits the brand's promise or treat the Compass like a bargain bin lease special. And before you sign anything, run pricing through the link below. It's quotes.everymandriver.com, and force the dealers to compete and see if they can be honest. At number 7, the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport. Okay, it is less practical, but same money. This is one of those what problem does it solve vehicles. It's basically the Atlas, but you lose the third row and you don't really gain enough to justify that trade-off. And when you're in the mid $40,000 range, shoppers can get picky. So why is this one sitting? Because buyers look at it and go, wait, the 3-row is basically the same price. Then add the daily living stuff people complain about, touch-heavy controls, infotainment quirks, annoying usability issues. Those aren't deal breakers on a cheap car. They are deal breakers on a $45,000-ish family vehicle. So the smart buyer move, if you want a Volkswagen, cross-shop the regular Atlas, or go look at a Pilot, Highlander, Telluride, or Palisade, basically the same thing, just cousins. If you still want the Cross Sport, great. Make them pay you in discounts for choosing the less practical version. My humble opinion. Here at number 6, the Chrysler Pacifica. All right, this is a family hauler with some trust issues. Pacifica has great packaging, space, seating tricks, all that. But the reason it's sitting is simple. Families aren't gamblers. When buyers hear repeated complaints about long-term headaches, transmission weirdness, electrical gremlins, doors that don't behave, families go, no, I'm not risking it. Here's why you might regret getting one of these in 2026, because the regret isn't subtle. It's not, I wish it had better sound quality. It's, this is my family vehicle and it's in the shop again. So the smart buyer move, cross-shop it against the Sienna or Odyssey. The only are 2 players in the game, really. And if you're considering the Pacifica because incentives are big, make sure the numbers are so good that even worst case depreciation doesn't hurt you. Again, go to quotes.everymandriver.com before you sign and see what those prices are at your local dealerships. The Kia Sorento, the middle child with big inventory. This one is a classic case of built too many and then the lineup stepped on it. Buyers either save money and grab something smaller or spend a little more for the hero model in the showroom. Sorento ends up being the middle child that a lot of shoppers see and then walk right on past. Here's why you might regret this in 2026. If incentives ramp up to move inventory, that can punch resale value. And if shoppers are already nervous about certain powertrain or tech issues, demand can really soften fast. Here's the smart buyer move. Sorento can make sense if the deal is aggressive. Cross-shop it versus the Telluride, Highlander, Pilot, Santa Fe, and negotiate like you know dealers are staring at rows of these. Now we land at the Hyundai Ioniq 5. This is the one where people go, wait, aren't EVs supposed to be the future? Yes, but the market is telling you something important. Discounts don't fix trust problems. When buyers hear stories about charging-related failures or long waits for parts, it triggers the ultimate EV fear. What if it breaks and I'm stuck? Here's why you might regret it in 2026. EV ownership is amazing when it's smooth, but if something important fails and parts are scarce, you're not just inconvenienced, your vehicle becomes a driveway ornament. The smart buyer move is this. If you're considering one, lease math can be attractive, but read the fine print. Compare total costs and ask your local service department point blank, how backed up are you on EV repairs? And always check pricing at the link below. Now at number 3, the Jeep Gladiator. It's a cool idea, but kind of a bad value. Gladiator had a moment, that's for sure. The idea is awesome. Wrangler vibes with a bed. The reality, it's not the best Wrangler or the best truck at all. As a truck, short bed, limited payload, compromises everywhere as a truck. As an off-roader, yeah, capable, sure, but heavy and awkward compared to the real Wrangler. And the killer is pricing. When these drift into the $50,000 to $60,000 category and territory, shoppers wake up and go, you know what, I can buy a real truck or a real SUV, but maybe not this one. Here's why you might regret buying a Gladiator in 2026. Because you're paying premium money for a niche vehicle that can get hit hard on resale when demand cools. So the smart buyer move here is cross-shop it against real trucks like the Tacoma, Colorado, Ranger. If the Gladiator still calls your name, treat it like a lifestyle tool and negotiate brutally. If dealers are sitting on piles of them, they can't afford to act proud. Here's a deal with number 2, the GMC Sierra EV. When you spend close to $80,000 on a truck, you expect confidence. But what kills high-dollar EV trucks is the combination of software complexity, parts availability, service readiness at the dealer level. Even if the truck is impressive on paper, buyers are thinking, what happens if a module fails? Because if that happens, you're not waiting for an oil change. You're potentially waiting weeks or longer for a specific part. Here's why you might regret this in 2026. High purchase price plus uncertainty equals resale risk. If buyers hesitate now, the used market can punish you later. So the better move here is if you are considering a Sierra EV, you better have a dealer you trust, a service department that is EV competent, and a deal that acknowledges reality. These are sitting, and yes, using the link below at quotes.everymandriver.com to pressure test pricing. Don't be the person who pays full sticker on a vehicle dealers are struggling to move. Get educated. And that brings us to number one. This is on a lot of lists I've been doing lately, the Volkswagen ID.4. This is the one that takes the crown because the inventory situation is unreal. When a model stacks up to the point where dealers are basically managing it like a perishable inventory, charging it, moving it, keeping batteries happy, you know demand has a problem. And here's why this matters to you. When inventory gets this bloated, two things usually happen. Discounts get ugly, used values get uglier. So even if you buy one with a deal, you still need to think about what it's worth later because the market doesn't care what you paid. The market cares what people want. Here's why you might regret an ID.4 in 2026. If the public perception stays soft and incentives keep flowing, resale can take a hit. And in a higher payment era, resale is not a side note, it's survival. If you want an ID.4, you can absolutely use this to your advantage, but only if you negotiate like a shark. Get multiple quotes, compare dealers, and don't accept this is the best we can do when the lot says otherwise. There you have it, 10 models clogging lots and the real world reasons they're getting ignored. My question for you, what's the worst vehicle or worst truck you've ever owned? The one that made you say, never again. Drop that in the comment section below. I read all the comments, plus you're sharing your story with other people. If this video helped you, and I hope it did, please click subscribe and support this channel. I've been uploading new videos every week since 2012, almost daily the last few years. So please click subscribe. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Dave. We'll see you next time. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com. You can save $50 right now on the Nuvio Recovery Chiller. It works with any tub, bathtub, cold tub, indoors or out. Just plug it in, set the temperature, and start plunging. Use my code below and grab your deal today. Want to save 5% on your very own at-home barrel sauna? I've partnered with Almost Heaven to hook you up. This has been a game changer for my recovery and daily routine. Use my code and link below and start sweating smarter. You can save 5% on the red light panel that I use every week. This platinum LED Biomax works anywhere, bedroom, gym, recovery room, and is packed with science-backed benefits. Use my code below and start feeling the difference today.